In 2025, I had zero clients coming from LinkedIn. Zero. I was paying $100 for a month for Sales Navigator and getting absolutely nothing out of it. Fast forward to right now, I'm closing 1 to 5 B2B clients every single month just from my LinkedIn pipeline. Most B2B founders treat their Sales Navigator subscription like an expensive search bar. They build lists of 2,000 people plus the same generic message to everyone and get maybe 3 responses if they're lucky. Then they wonder why their pipeline is empty. So here's what changed for me. I stopped treating Sales Navigator as a search tool and started using it as an intent engine for finding people who are ready to buy right now. The shift wasn't about working harder or sending more messages. It was about finding the right 20 people instead of spamming 2,000. Today, I'm walking you through the complete playbook that took me from zero LinkedIn clients to consistent monthly pipeline. What I'm about to share with you is what's working right now for me when it comes to getting leads from LinkedIn. Here's why most people lead lists are 50% garbage. They search by job title alone and completely miss the actual decision makers. Someone could be the founder of a $10 million SaaS company and their LinkedIn title just says building something new. So if you're only searching for CEO or founder in the title field, you're leaving money on the table. What I do instead is use the function plus seniority combo, go to the filters and find job function. And that's where you select things like entrepreneurship or business development, then stack seniority level and choose owner or CXO. This catches founders and C-suite without relying on whether they bothered to update their job title last year. Now, here's the filter hack nobody talks about. Do not filter. You can exclude the entire categories of people in one click. I exclude my client currents, my competitors, and anyone in industries I don't serve. So go to the company filter, type in your competitor's name, and hit the little minus sign. Boom, they're gone from your list. Same thing with geography. If you only serve North America, exclude Europe and Asia right at the start. Geography matters more than people think. I limit my searches to my target region because limiting your time zone cuts your list by 70%, but doubles your response rate. And why? Because you can actually get on a call with them at a reasonable hour. You're not chasing someone in Singapore when you're based here in New York. Then there's the company headcount layer. This is critical for matching your eyes. If you serve early stage startups, filter for 1 to 50 employees. If you need enterprise budgets, go for 500 plus. I see people skip this step and then complain that half their leads are solopreneurs who can't afford your service. Now filter by company size and you avoid enterprises that will ghost you or startups that have no budget. So before you send a single message, you do a persona mapping exercise. I call this building your tier 1 list. And these are your 50 to 100 perfect fit accounts. You're not looking for volume here. You're looking for signal. So use every filter we just talked about. Function, seniority, geography, headcount, exclusions. Get your list down to the people who look exactly like your best clients. Now save that list. Give it a name like Tier 1 SaaS Founders Q1 so you can come back to it. And this is your high intent pipeline. These are the people you're going to research manually before you ever reach out. Now that you have a clean list, here's how to find the people who are actually ready to buy. The biggest shift in Sales Navigator over the past year is that the intent signals are now more valuable than list size. So you don't need 2,000 leads. You actually just need 20 leads who are ready to talk this week. So start with the active people on LinkedIn. There's a filter for that, and this is non-negotiable. So go to the activity section and select posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. Because if someone hasn't posted in the last month, most likely they're not active on the platform. And if they're not active on LinkedIn, your outreach strategy is dead before you even start because they're not checking messages, they're not engaging with content, and they're basically ghost. So why would you waste time reaching out to someone who hasn't logged in in the last 30 days. Another one that I'm seeing working right now is stacking this with the change job filter. So go to the experience section and look for change jobs in the past 90 days. This is one of your highest signal. New leaders have new budgets and have a point to prove. So they're looking to make an impact fast. So they haven't built relationships with vendors yet. So they're open to new solutions because they're trying to show results in their first quarter. I've built more meetings from this one filter more than anything else. So someone changed jobs, they post about it on LinkedIn, and you reach out within that first 30 days with something relevant to their new role. And the response rate is insane compared to cold outreach to someone who's been in their job for the last 3 years. Now, here's another layer, the hiring signal. If they're posting jobs on LinkedIn, you know that they're growing, and growth means they need your solution. So go to the company section and filter for companies hiring in your service area. If a SaaS founder is hiring ahead of sales, they probably need help with their go to market strategy. If they're hiring engineers, they're scaling their product. So match the hiring signal to what you sell. So here's how to stack intent filters for maximum leverage. Combine active on LinkedIn plus change jobs plus your geographic filter. Let's say you serve B2B founders in North America. You filter for entrepreneurship function, owner seniority, 1 to 200 employees, North America, and posted in the last 30 days. Change jobs in the past 90 days, and your list drops from a few thousand people to maybe a couple of people. But this list is cool because they're active on LinkedIn, they're in your region, and they match your exact ICP. So that's your outreach list for the week, not for the month, for the week. Now you're going to research every single one of them and manually send them personalized messages based on what they're actually posting about. Now let me walk you through a real example. So let's say I'm looking for B2B founders in North America who are actively posting and recently changed jobs. So I go to Sales Navigator, I hit lead filters, select entrepreneurship under job function, Illinois under seniority, then I add North America under geography. Under activity, I select posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. Under experience, I select job change in the past 90 days and I click search. And then my list goes from a couple of thousand people to just a couple of people who match my single criteria. Now I click into each profile. I read, engage on their last 3 posts. I look at what they're talking about. And if they just posted about hiring challenges, I'm going to mention that in my outreach. If they posted about the product launch, I'm going to congratulate them and tie it to how we can help companies scale post launch. This is your edge for 2026. It's not about sending more messages. It's sending the right message to the people who are ready to have a conversation. So once you've found your high intent leads, here's how to turn that list into actual meetings and book more clients. Biggest mistake I see people is treating Sales Navigator like a CRM and blasting the same message to everyone. So the first touch framework is simple. Lead with the observation. No pitch. Just say, hey Ray, saw your post about X, really resonated because of Y. Then maybe one line about what you do if it's relevant. That's it. The goal is just to start a conversation, not close a deal in the DMs. The manual approach beats volume every single time. I'd rather send 10 hyper-personalized messages to high-intent leads than 500 generic ones. And that's the strategic practitioner mindset. Quality over quantity. So what's the main takeaway? Sales Navigator is only worth that $100 per month if you're using it to find intent, not just contacts. And the shift here is simple. Stop building massive lists and start building targeted pipelines of people who are ready to buy right now. By the way, if you're interested in a full playbook on how to use LinkedIn to get more clients and sales in 2026 and beyond, I just published a video, a complete tutorial on LinkedIn marketing somewhere in this video. The link is in the description. Don't forget to check it out. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.